everything will be working automatically.
So, sir, how much this machine cost now?
I don't know currently now, but when I got it, it was like 1.1.
Outside 300,000, 150. So you think 30,000 for even though you're saving, you save finish, it's like a city die.
So this roller now with the roller. This one cleans the plywood, this one you clean by yourself. This one now.
Then how the tape would be like
Okay.
how the tape would go? Okay. Hello guys, shipping your furniture from outside the country, either Turkey or anywhere, is one of the easiest way to waste your money, time and energy. Why not get all these things in Nigeria? Because I don't know why a lot of people don't like patronizing we in Nigeria. They thought that we in Nigeria we don't have handwork, like our handwork is worthless. Okay, come with me guys to Couchmate company. Is it company?
Yeah.
Couchmate company to see how all these are being done.
Yeah.
What makes you think that you are one of the biggest furniture maker here in Anambra State?
A big person. I've worked for so many houses that I've gone to. Maybe okay, like yesterday I went to one particular house and one man was like, see now this same guy will furnish my house. Like I've worked for so many people in this Anambra State.
Wow.
So they need to decide cheap first. And then we also use a screw machine. So this screw machine is the one we use in, fastening the woods, the different parts of wood together.
Okay. This your material now. Are you going for lesser material or higher material?
Okay, I wouldn't say this is a lesser quality.
Okay.
Understand? Just like I said about the density of foam, so is I would also call it density of this fabric. You don't use anyhow kind of material in making of that. Like there is a particular chair we call royal chair. We want to make that chair, there is a particular fabric for it. So this one now, this fabric is ideal for this bed. Although some persons might say, why don't you use that particular one they use in making royal chair, in making of this bed? When we use that one, the price of this bed increase.
For how long have you been into this business? For how long?
Okay, for how long have I been in course, or for how long have I been learning online? So many kinds of furniture, and they all have different materials. Okay, I've been in course 6 years now.
For 6 years.
Yeah.
That means you don't learn this work for like something years.
No. Let me say everything put together like 15.
Wow.
From when I learned.
You really tried. So now you get this whole factory like this.
Yeah, sure. But the difference between this one and that one, this one has it has a manual winding up and winding down. Like for instance, there are some, so you can see how the blade is tilting, it's bending.
Yeah.
The other one cannot do this.
Primary material you use in this work, and how do you choose them?
The primary material, that should be wood, foam, and fabrics. Now, how I choose the woods is there are so many woods in the market.
Okay.
Yeah, in fact, let me say there are so many woods in the forest. So the major ones we use is melina, mahogany, teak, and then there are some other ones, but these are the major ones we use. These are the 3 major ones I use. But I prefer using melina because it does not bend, it does not expand when it dries. Understand?
Okay, what about foam? Like, what density of foam do you use?
Okay, we use so many densities. When you come to making of furniture, there is a reason why the manufacturer made different kinds of densities. Because there are some parts of furniture where you use a lower one. People who don't know the job very well, they just use anyhow density in any place. Understand? They are like when you are making seats, where you are sitting down, there's a particular density that should be used there. The back, there's a particular density. The hand, there's a particular density.
How many boys you get for this workshop?
About 12 of them.
12 of them. No one don't feel. Four. Who is the senior here?
Chinedu.
So how many years you don't learn? How many years you don't do for this workshop?
3 years now, so I did free last year.
You did free last year?
Yeah.
Okay, still there on process.
Yes.
Okay, how many years you did now?
21 years.
21 years. And then this circular saw is different from the one I know furniture normally use.
Okay.
So what is this one used for?
This one is the same cutting of wood, you get. But the difference between this one and that one, this one has like it has a manual winding up and winding down. Like for instance, there are some, so you can see how the blade is tilting, it's bending.
Yeah.
The other one cannot do this easily.
Now this thing they call technology.
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 That one cannot do this one easily, and it cannot go down.
So we get all this kind of thing for Nigeria, yeah, and the thing say we know the work.
It did everything. They just
How much now this machine dey?
around 450.
450k. Then the other one is how much?
Maybe 130, 120. Or just between 100 to 130.
Wow. So Nigerians as now they see. We dey work, we dey work for this country. You understand? As you can see here now is a construction company where they produce any kind of furniture, bed, chairs, and the rest. As you can see now, what is this one?
That one a taping machine. See come out.
So what is this one used for?
Used for binding the edge of plywood.
Okay, something like this.
Yes. This is the work it does.
So now if you want bind the edge of plywood, how you go take fix them or how you go take place them?
Okay, no, there's no light now. I would have shown you. You just carry the plywood like this. Maybe carry the plywood like this, and then you feed it through this. If there's light now, would have it will be going on its own. This roller now with the roller. This one cleans the plywood. This one you clean by yourself. This one now.
Then how the tape go dey how the tape go dey go?
See where the tape be.
We get industry for you. We get machines for this country, but no people no sabi use them.
When you fix the tape here, you pass it through some openings there. The tape will now come out here. Automatically, everything will be taping itself. You don't even need anybody to tape it. In the olden days, they use hammer and nail.
Hammer and nail.
Yeah. Even now, we still use hammer and nail. We don't use screw everywhere.
Okay.
We don't use screw everywhere. There are some places we use nail and hammer, and then still some places we use screw. We all work together. We work hand in hand. Okay. There's no way you can do a particular work from A to Z without screw, or A to Z without hammer. And then fix the tape here. You pass it through some openings there. The tape will now come out here. Automatically, everything will be taping itself. You don't even need anybody to tape it for you. You don't need anybody to cut it for you. Everything will be working automatically.
So, sir, how much this machine cost now?
I don't know currently now, but when I got it, was like, honestly, this thing is just an upgraded stage.
Okay, to help your
go
work
faster.
fast.
Like we got all this machine just to increase productivity. Like if you are doing one bed in a week, if you are doing one wardrobe in a week, this thing will help you do 10 wardrobes. You understand? There are easier ways. There are smaller machines you can buy. So the country is like taking our talent to serve the white people. Okay. So we have decided to stay in this country. So by the grace of God, in the next 2 years, we might not be seeing ourselves here. We might be seeing ourselves in a permanent place. There are some duplexes that we worked on in Anambra State.
Where in Anambra State?
In Millennium City.
Millennium City, okay. How many duplex? Like
just
how many flat? One flat.
Just one flat.
Oh, okay, you furnished everything.
Not everything, just
God always give us like grace to see something, but if you can't see it at that time, then you make mistake. Like what mistake is made once. You understand? So for those that want to learn work, their choice to make.
So now, what you want to tell them now? You say, is it good to learn hand? Because some youths nowadays no one learn hand work. They need quick money.
Even though you advise them now to waiting in their mind.
So now, what if assuming say before you learn this work now, they tell you say, "Come on, no learn this work. Come make I go."
Many people tell me now.
Come make I go put you where you go to earn salary work.
So I check them as a guy, as a grown-up guy. I check them say, see salary work okay, massive like for Nigeria now. They pay you as 30,000 for this thing. Waiting 30,000 in only house rent.
Few of the furniture, but there are some ones we furnish for, depending on when the client met us. Some clients will meet us when they are just done with the plan.
You fit tell me your experience wey you don't get for this work.
I had many experience. I can construct it by just looking at the picture. You understand?
So now, if I tell you say now, if I carry you go one apartment now, tell you say help me furnish them now, you go furnish them for me clearly, no mistake.
As far I measure the thing, I'll give exactly your choice.
Okay. So I want to ask you one question here. No lie, your guy dey treat you.
They It treats me well now.
You sure?
It treats me well. Fine.
No verse, how old are you?
I'm 25.
Oh no,
I'm
wait,
25.
can you still get this? Wait, this your vehicle now.
Yeah.
Now for your transportation and everything, Abi.
Okay, yeah, it's for delivery. Like when we are done with the customer's job, you know, we have to have this. It's really, really important. It's not when you are done with the job, you start looking for boss.
Yeah, that one day important.
Time waste and all those things.
At least it will help you save money.
Very
Yeah.
So, Chinedu Nandi Onimadi.
Yeah.
So, what will be the use of this thing? Abeg?
This one has to lose. Like,
To lose it.
yeah, like if you want to lose now, why use them like this? Like my sound measure about like 6 inches or anything on so based on which I want to do. So let me say now I want to do same boss or bed or side drawer. So if I want to start now, our own. If I want to do side drawer now, our own size is now 16. Based on get the way other people, you know.
Okay. Side drawer, I guess sizes.
Get size. Our own now we are 16. So if I want to measure now, this tape is very useful. As a carpenter guy, you must get tape. That shows that you're responsible carpenter person.
You don't get
So,
it, you don't get responsible.
No, they're responsible. Everything on con, everything on con. That means you don't stay like per se go and you get to school.
Okay.
And so now, I say I want to use a measure now. So though before you start work, you must know tape because the first time I come here, I won't start. I'll tape the first teaching. So you know your tape first before you know it won't work. Because you know tape no work. So now let me say I want to use a match with the use of this machine. So if I'm saying I measure like 15 inches. So this machine now, in duty now, as I don't measure this 15 inches now, here is a tight screw. They get screw near, they get screw. Yeah. So this one has screw now. So this one, this not near a screw. So use them tight the screw near here. The machine get different use. Get for drilling, but this one now, you better use them for this screwing. This one will last for you. Okay. Because if you use them for drilling, you'll spoil the machine. Like you'll spoil the machine quick.
Okay.
If you want drill, get one for drilling. But this one are normally for screwing. If you want me to last for you like for many years, you use them just for screwing. Like this.
What kind of technology or machinery play a key role in your production line?
Okay, we have the one that plays a key role is the circular saw.
Okay.
Circular saw, the one that cuts the wood. This one splits the wood into desired shape first, and then we also use a screw machine. So this screw machine is the one we use in fastening the woods, the different parts of wood together.
This one are normally for screwing. If you want me to last for you like for many years, you use them just
Since you work this work now, you don't get any injury.
I normally get injury, but first time I come, just as a new boy now, I don't follow principle that time way, so I can't get injury. But now my injury, I can't learn my mistake. You get see this blade now in cut.
So now blade do this thing like this.
This same blade here.
This one. You capture this thing. So now this blade do you this thing.
Yeah.
This work very risky.
Very risky, but if you follow principles.
So now, how do you see yourself now in the next 2 years?
I see myself as a factory owner.
So you want own your own factory as your organ?
Yes.
Your organ no go allow you big person.
Now bad organ go let you know they like that.
Yeah, it's not true, sha.
Any organ will want to be like that. No, if you get factory outside Nigeria, even though they call you for another interview, first then they say you want to reach your organ, we make with consult that and you know if
okay, now what do you have to say to this your organ now?
I have to say
like that. What is the good thing that you go tell me say this your organ don't do for you since you start this work and every
if I start, finish many things.
So just tell us.
Okay. First, as I come, you can't say I want to show interest. Although first time when I come, like I can't feel like saying no, this work I don't do something like that. But you can't guide me as a good organ, you can't guide me. You can't tell me say this work you don't see many people because you see on me. So you don't see many people don't pass through this work. And then pass through this work, like you don't see their achievements for the work. So you know will watch me when you say I can't go back, can't go slide when you say I don't have a brother. So in get some kind brother they'll say I'm a brother, my just Understand? Say later, you go come show and say in person. But since upon everything, since them say, man, stay want my learn this work. So no matter what I do for this life, man, put my deals work first. But not see many people use this work to build house. Many people use this work like achieve many goals in life.
So now your prayer be say now you go use this work now achieve many things where you want for this life.
Yes.
So what other principles, like what other tools you dey use? Say this one now dey part of na working tools, abi? Say na the jacket with this.
Yes.
And this is the name also.
Yeah,
Couchmate Nigeria.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for your time. Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you get to tell the young generation, like your fellow youths? What do you get to tell them? Those people want learn work.
You say to learn work na choice. You know if you force them, we do it. You know what? So but for those who want to learn work, you get some people they find their advantage to work, but they don't seriously don't learn because if they're going where all organic. You get some if you see now they all say this person won't come learn work here. You know, they don't know you. As you get some people say their parents don't pass, but they try like me they find. But I pray me they see you. And so if
I've worked for so many people, like many houses that I've gone to. Maybe, okay, like yesterday I went to one particular house, and one man was like, say now this same guy will furnish my house. Like I've worked for so many people in this Anambra State.
Wow.
To the extent, like people are calling us from outside now. Like throughout last month, all our work was outside Anambra.
So what if now this government house that you do for here now, if the governor now inbox you and tell you, I beg come furnish my house, like what would be your response?
Yeah, well, I'll be very happy, but you and I know that that's very, very, like it's 50% impossible.
It's not from your mouth to God's ears.
Okay.
Since you work this work now, you don't get any interest.
I know how they get in here, but it's first time I come, just as a new boy now, I don't follow place for that time, so I can't get injury. But now my injury, I can't learn my mistake. You get see you the blade now in cut.
So now blade do this thing like this.
This is the same blade here.
Yes, yeah. You capture this thing. So now this blade do this thing.
Yeah.
This work very risky.
Very risky, but if you follow principles.
So now, how do you see yourself now in the next 2 years?
I see myself as a factory owner.
So you want you want your own factory as your oga?
Yes.
Your oga no go allow you big pass am.
Now bad oga go let you know they like.
Yeah, it's not true, sha.
Any oga will want to be like go train you, go put you on. Then say you want to preach your oga, we make you with you. Because to that time you know fit help.
Okay, now what do you have to say to this your oga now?
I have to say
like
that.
What is the good thing wey you go tell me say this your oga don do for you since you start this work and every
if I start, you know, finish many things.
So just tell us.
Okay. First, as I come, you can't say I want to show interest. Although first time when I come, like I can't feel like say no, this work I don't do something like that. But you can't guide me as a good guy, you can't guide me. But then you say this work you don't see many people, but you don't see many people don't pass through this work. And they pass through this work, like you don't see their achievements for the work. So you know, will watch me when you say I can't go back, can't go slide when you say although I've been brother. So in get some kind brother they'll say I'm a brother, man just understand. Say later you go come show and say in person. But since upon everything since them say man stay want my learn this work. So no matter what I do for this life, my use work first. But not see many people use this work in the house. Many people use this work like achieve many goals in life.
So now your prayer be say now you go use this work now achieve many things where you want for this life.
Yes.
Some not be all malina, some malina will bend.
Yeah.
But mahogany, whether anything it does not bend. And malina expands. Sorry, mahogany expands in some cases and it breaks easily. Like when you do hammer nail the malina, it breaks easily more than malina.
Okay, what are the basic things I will bring to you to learn this work?
Okay, first of all, you pay the fee, buy few tools, manual tools, not
manual tools like what?
Like saw, hammer, tape, pencil, just the basic things.
Okay.
It's only when you start working further, will now decide to tell you if you can do this work. Then if you can do it, you begin to buy the school machine. Just that one is okay.
Yes.
And this is the name also.
Yeah,
Couchmates Nigeria.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you for your time. Okay. So what do you get to tell the young generation, like your fellow youths? What do you get to tell them? Those people want to learn work.
You say to learn work and choice. You know if you force them, they do it they don't want to do. So for those who want to learn work, I guess some people they find the advantage to work, but they don't see person don't learn because they're going where all can do the same. You get some if you see and you don't say this person won't come learn work here. You know, they don't know you. But you get some people say their parents don't pass. But they try to make them.
What is the use of this one?
This one is
Enela.
yes, like it uses compressed air. There are some mechanisms inside that form the air. So by the time I shoot, you understand, the air will be compressed and then the air will be forced to come out. But it can't come out if you don't press this spring, like this spring.
Wow, technology.
Just a glass of cotton plywood, like
Wow, so like now, if you want to do one bed now, how much? If you want to do 4x6 bed, you know, get design. Just like this pink bed now. Who get this pink bed now? Male and female. A woman for sale. Because if any guy will get this thing like it. So like how much now for this bed?
complete is
250k. What about the 6x6?
258.
Mona they get money for this furniture.
But when they spend money on top, so
Una
the material go cheap.
Yes, I know say material dey cheap. Material dey.
And
costly.
during the process of doing it, no be one day.
How many days it take you to do one bed?
If you know to carry design, you start am in the morning. Like you say now only the bed you do, only that one bed one for one design. You start am in the morning. By evening you don't finish. If you know to carry design.
Okay. So how do cost of materials now affect you in the market? Does it affect you that much?
It affects us like it only affects maybe if when dollar come up. You understand? If dollar come up like this, maybe something they do for 15 naira. You understand? As dollar come up, before they sell at 150, the customer will come first because he don't produce it. But once you don't increase, they at a certain level for a long time, people will now be used to the increment. They will now have to save up. So if they don't budget 150, once you tell them 150.
So how much did they sell food now for market?
Like I said, different density, different prices. You understand?
So
like,
how do you meet to customers' needs now? Like if customer tell you, say, I am Couchmate, I give you work, I want you to deliver this work today or tomorrow. If you work the work, deliver. Because I think some handwork people they do this, they go collect money. Once they collect money, they no go deliver. So you dey among them, abi you dey among them?
if I dey among them, I don't care.
So now your work is legit, everything is legit. Because I don't see things wey you don't do here, seriously, they are perfect. But I never still know the reason why people like getting furniture outside. You understand? So what are the reasons? Like why you think say some people instead of them come your shop, come get furniture or any other furniture shop around Anambra, some big men decide to import. Why?
Okay, there are so many reasons, but I'll just start with three.
Okay.
The first one is staffing. The second one is the third one is blending. That status, you know, some people don't do money to the extent they feel like they need this expensive thing for their house.
Yes.
So that when their expensive visitors come, they will give them some level of respect. You understand? Because it just be like, I don't want to mention person name, but I know many people in this Anambra State. You understand? We must be go buy another, go buy, you understand? Buy all
Big
this.
mention name. These are the examples you are giving. You understand?
Yeah.
Those big men really talk about. So now they try tell them now, see, we Nigerians or una wey dey Anambra State now still sabi work furniture work pass those people where they import from.
Well, you can't say you are bigger than somebody who you learn from.
Okay.
You understand? You know, that places they import from, and then start from these things. Everything, and then start from. So we are only doing import.
Or we dey do manually.
Yes, we do manually. We even get manually to do some of them.
Yes, I always promote handwork. I do adverts for people to do handwork. You understand? So that people will know that we Nigerians we have skills, but we don't have like supporters. Like there is some people who say they do all this production and event, but we don't get supporters. And why you go to say we do it and this? So everything you advertise.
The advice is many people look down on handwork generally. Understand? Not knowing that handwork is the kind of job that if you have is in your brain. So I can decide today to sell everything, travel abroad, they work in my brain. Understand? I travel to anywhere. All I need is don't want to this is what I can do. This is what I can do. Although at first they will not believe me. And they just say try. And once you try, you see that in just a month or two, you are bounced back. Understand? But a lot of people don't think in the rest. They begin to think of how many years will I stay, how many time I wait, the hunger that will feed me, things like that.
Yeah.
Those are the things they begin to think about. They don't think about the long term.
So have you worked in a company before?
Yes, no,
Which company is that?
I know it's not like it's a company, but it's a big one like this one. The man's name is Azim Furniture.
Okay.
Africa.
Shout out to Azim Furniture.
Yeah.
Video on TikTok.
Yes.
Okay, so guys, if you are looking for where to get your luxury and your best furniture, please do where to contact Couchmate Nigeria, located in Anambra State, Awka, Ifite. I'm going to show the social media handle on the screen, his WhatsApp number, his TikTok handle, his Instagram handle, his Facebook handle. Please kindly do where to contact Couchmate Nigeria and get